Pennsylvania has been without a budget for 126 days. This means funding for essential services aren't being paid, including education. And one school district may have to shut off the lights and lock the doors. The superintendent for the Morrisville School District says if a budget isn't passed soon, hundreds of students will miss out on learning and teachers and staff will be without a job. NBC 10's Shaira Arias asked the superintendent how the kids will receive education should operations stop.
The superintendent tells us that this has never been seen here at this school district. He says that although he is hopeful that this doesn't end with the closure of all of these schools, he says that if it does happen, it is simply because they have no funding.
Parents are worried about where their kids are going to go. I've gotten a few phone calls this afternoon.
The future of hundreds of students and dozens of faculty at the borough of Morrisville School hangs in the balance. On Monday, the district sent a letter to families warning that if Pennsylvania lawmakers fail to pass a state budget and the federal government doesn't reopen, schools may be forced to temporarily suspend all operations starting January 30th.
I'm frustrated would probably be, understating how I'm feeling. I really wish that people would do the jobs that they're tasked to do at a state level and have had this budget finalized and settled when it's supposed to be settled.
Superintendent Doster says the district relies on state funding for more than half of its operating budget. He assured parents that under the current political and economic climate, his administration has done everything possible to stay afloat. But if a closure is necessary, the consequences would be severe. Almost 1,000 students would be impacted, and nearly 130 faculty members would be unemployed.
Where will these students go if this happens?
Well, that's the thing. Nobody has an answer for me. So of all of the, superintendents and, people in the Department of Ed, to my knowledge, this has not happened before. There's not an option for them at that point at Morrisville should we get to that doomsday scenario.
Allison Pilla, a former Morrisville parent and current district staffer, hopes the worst case scenario can still be avoided.
We knew that there was a problem, but we didn't see this coming. But we knew we were tightening our belts. We were not making any frivolous purchases. We were trying to save some money anywhere we could.
Crystal Amos has 2 girls in middle school. She says she worries about the impact on her daughter's education.
I didn't think it was going to take this long, so I hope that we're at the end of this instead of the beginning of it.
We reached out to State Representative Jim Prokopiak, who represents this area. We have yet to hear back on our inquiry. In Morrisville, Shaira Arias, NBC 10 News.